What's going on, brother? Today we're going to talk about the best time of day to work out. And if you notice, my writing is progressively getting shittier. Okay, I'm just trying to get my thoughts out of my head. That way I can get them out to you as quick as possible. Okay. If you're new here, my name's Gino, and for the last 12 years of my life, I've been a men's fitness and personal development coach, helping hundreds of men just like you build their first 25 pounds of muscle. So let's jump into it today and talk about the best time of day to work out. Now, you're gonna have the bros that are gonna tell you, dude, work out in the morning, the testosterone levels are the highest, man, right? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna find the best time of day that works for you, okay? I'm not gonna give you some generic tactics. Okay, so let's go through this. What's the best time of day to work out for you? The time you can stick with, let's start there. Because if it's inconsistent, if you can't stick with the time, you're never gonna build a habit. And the habit isn't gonna be able to reinforce the consistency you need to actually get results, okay? So it's not the best time of day to go if you can't stick with the time, okay? So make sure you stick with a time, okay? If you're a morning person, evening person, afternoon person, pick a time, stick with it, and go to the gym at that time all the time. That'll be the best time for you. Or the time you're comfortable with, that's another one, right? But you don't even get to this phase right here with asking yourself of what time you're comfortable with if you can't even stick with a time in the first place. So this almost works like in a hierarchy system. So like I was mentioning, the time you're comfortable with. Like, are you somebody who doesn't like when the gym's crowded, right? You don't like when a bunch of people are around you. Maybe you need to go super early in the morning or super late at night, right? So the time you're comfortable with is gonna be the best time for you, okay? It's a time that'll make you feel like you're not gonna wanna leave the gym. So what time are you comfortable with? That'll be the best time for you. And also, the time you have the most energy. Because look, say you can stick with the time and say you're comfortable with it, the next level is gonna be, when do you have the most energy? Okay, but you don't wanna start here when you have the most energy, because if you can't stick with the time and you're not comfortable with the gym, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So the best time is also gonna be, how much energy do you have? Okay, ask yourself that. You know, maybe you don't have energy in the evenings. Well, then you should go in the morning. Maybe you don't have energy in the morning. Well, then you should go in the evenings, okay? So find a time when you have the most energy and stick with that time. And lastly, we're gonna ask yourself, what type of person are you? Okay, because you could be many different types of people. Let me give you some scenarios. Are you the type of person that likes to use fitness as an escape? Like maybe you really enjoy the gym, right? You like to go to the gym after work towards the end of the day to almost like kind of scrub yourself of all the bullshit, right? Almost like your escape. Well, then go in the PM. You know, go after you're done with all your stuff. Or what if you're a person who tends to skip the gym? You know, maybe you tend to push it off a little bit. You know, I'll just go later, right? Maybe you should go first thing in the morning. Okay, that will be the best time for you to work out if you tend to skip the gym, because you don't have to negotiate with yourself. You don't find an excuse in your day to not go to the gym. So the best time is also going to be the time that prevents you from skipping, which is going to be first thing in the morning. Maybe you're somebody who needs a little kickstarter in the morning. So like right out of bed, maybe you're kind of sluggish, okay? Go right to the gym. Especially if you're somebody who likes going to the gym. A Kickstarter in the morning would be the best time for you if you like going to the gym and you need a little bit of pick-me-up. And lastly is going to be, if you have no energy in the morning, say you're not a morning person at all, right? Maybe you fucking hate the mornings. Maybe you don't want to be around anybody, you don't want to talk to anybody. Well then, the PM's probably going to be a better option for you. Because again, when it comes to what is the best time to work out inside the gym, it's really going to depend on what the best time for you is. And the only way that you can find that out is to figure out what type of person you are, when you have the most energy, when you're most comfortable, and what time you can stick with. If you guys like this video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel.